Sports fans, thank you. And these two teams really get it done on the offensive end. Grant, how much of that is the system?
Well, these teams have great systems, but ultimately it's about the players. The coaching takes you a long way, but it's a players' league. You need skilled guys who can execute your system, especially when you're in the playoffs.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3.
It looks so effortless when Okogie gets off the floor for the alley-oop. I mean, it seems like he's just floating, gliding in air. Impressive.
Paul against Conley. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
It's intercepted. Tipped. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Now here's Towns. Edwards, the pass to Conley. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Paul. Up top, Durant. Guarded by Edwards. Pass to Okogie. Outside Paul. It's blocked by Gobert.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots. He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Conley finds McDaniels. To the inside. Gobert, that's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Okogie. The 3-ball. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Outside McDaniels. And that one is hammered home.
Just magnificent. I mean, he punishes the D for lackluster effort.
They look a little disorganized there. The result is an emphatic jam.
Guys, there has to be better rim protection than that, though. Not very good.
Phoenix no good that time either. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Towns. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Towns. Outside Conley. Over Paul. The shot by Conley, no good.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Good work there as it goes.
Boy, that's an example of Durant's basketball IQ and awareness, both platinum level.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
Here's Conley. Towns for 3. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up.
Towns is really good at the three-point line, and he's a volume three-point shooter and relishes taking shots from there.
On the wing, Durant. Pass to Okogie from downtown. Here's a 3 from Paul. Gets the 3 to fall. Paul's got 5 now.
That's a good decision right there to get Paul the ball. Made it look easy on that catch and shoot.
Conley against Paul. The kick out to Edwards. Beyond the arc. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Nice handles, tight handles, fluid handles, right into his shooting motion. Durant able to do everything on the offensive end.
Now here's Conley. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Outside Edwards. good.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Outside Paul. Outside for Booker. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time.
Yeah, so good to see Booker knocking down the corner triple. A go-to scorer with considerable range.
From Pete Conley. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been...
Please give a big round of applause for the Bucks.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead of the second quarter. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Now here's Durant. Puts the move on. Pass to Booker. It's blocked by Gobert. And they're able to recover. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Conley with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Pass to Edwards. To the paint. Here's Gobert. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
And this is where you get Gobert the ball. With his size and length, he's so tough to stop from there.
Something you can't put a price tag on. The Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience. Young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. It's extremely valuable.
Booker, good.
Awfully tough play to defend. When you honor the roller, Booker just takes advantage.
Outside Conley. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Booker. He has 6. Here's Durant. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Durant's got his second basket. So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
And the chess match continues.
7 lead changes already, and we're still in the first half.
Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. Outside Durant. Shot from the wing. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
Well, that's virtually impossible to defend. I mean, with Durant's length, those long arms, and the high arcing shot that he shoots, the best you can do as a defender is challenge him and hope he misses.
Now here's Conley. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Paul. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
What a terrific finisher he is for an undersized player. Chris Paul doesn't let anything throw him off.
And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Now here's Conley. The kick out to Edwards. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Outside Conley. Back to Daniels. To the left side wing. Towns for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Here's Durant. Can't get it to drop. McDaniels with some nice D. Gobert finds Edwards. Nails it from 3. Edwards got 7 points for the quarter.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the 3 consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
Outside Paul. There's the drive. Outside for Booker. And stolen by Edwards.
Phoenix foul. Josh Okogie. First personal foul. First team foul.
Towns on a screen. Edwards, the pass to Towns. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
The Timberwolves trail. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Gobert inside. He's against Ayton. Towns on a screen. Clock at 6. Edwards, the pass to Towns. Goes up on the wing. Doesn't go that time. Here's Okogie. Buried from outside. I don't know. I think we may get a review here. That was close. Well, these teams are...
The previous play is under review.
They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got it off in time.
And the video is going to be sent to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus. It looked like he got it off in time, though.
But to me, it's worth being...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And after reviewing the play, it looks like they're overturning the call here. That basket, Ali, as always, thank
That's the end of the first half. With the score, your Minnesota Timberwolves, 21. The Suns, 25.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Kicking off the second half, here's Monty Williams 5. Terrence Ross is out there with Cameron Payne. Then there's Darius Baisley. Then it's T.J. Warren. And it's Landale in at center. And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
Pass to Noel from deep. Knocks it down from distance. Noel's got his first 3 points of the game.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
That's exactly what they want. Get him into the offensive flow right away and then keep it going.
Here's Baisley. Outside Ross. Takes a 3. Reed with the rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Alexander Walker. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
Outside Ross. Pass to Warren. Back to Ross. And he dunks it down.
Boy, he gets up so easily, throwing it down. T.J. Warren making it happen.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Here's Brent. He's covered by Warren. Kicks it out to Anderson. From deep three-point range. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Outside Ross. Kicks it out to Warren. Outside Ross. Pass to Baisley. To the inside. And Landale gets it to go. And the Suns lead by 3. Well, Clark, you've got your good players in the league. But then there's that group that is in that elite category. What type of player commands that kind of respect?
Well, I think it's a guy who shows up every day but produces at a high level. I think you probably tip your hat to scores in that case, but there's a lot of respect and cachet given to outstanding defenders. Anybody that's excellent consistently, I think, gets a level of respect that's special.
To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Pass to Ross. And there's the drive. That one no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Here's Noel. Here's Reed. 4-3. Ball stolen. From deep. Back to Payne. Pass to Landale.
2 minutes.
Down low. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That was good.
Hey, T.J. Warren is definitely a scorer. He's got a shoot-first mentality, but he'll give it up if you're open.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Reed to screen on Payne. Kicks it out to Anderson. Intercepted. Warren, the pass to Ross. Pure from three-point range. And it's a 6-point Suns lead.
And that's where Ross has been most efficient. Raining it off the catch. Love it.
Here's Noel. Cash money on the open jump shot. Noel's got 5 points now this quarter.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Pass to Warren. Here's Payne going inside. Kicks it out to Warren. No one near him. They get it back.
Great effort to turn the miss into 2 points.
Yes, sir. Those are the hustle points.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Here's Noel. 5 points in the game. Reed for 3. Rebounded by Payne. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Oh, deflected. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And here's Payne outside. Can't hit that one. And we've reached the end of the third. Suns ahead. They're up by 6. Don't go. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And it's a completely new group for the Suns. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Conley in at point guard. So that's...
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
Conley against Paul. Outside Durant. Pass to Aiden. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And when Aiden isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Out to the right wing. Gobert inside. He's covered by Ayton. Towns against Durant. The shot by Towns, no good. Phoenix has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Oh, denied by Durant.
Well, that'll get everybody on the bench fired up. They love to see KD playing some D like that.
Here's the break. Throws it up high, and Edwards slams it in.
Explosive play in the air by Edwards. Perfectly timed, too, for the alley-oop slam.
Pass to Okogie. Stolen by Conley. And he lays it in on the break. Conley's got his first 2 points.
And this was already coming down to the wire, but poor ball control and some fast hands have raised the stakes.
Booker with it. And here's Durant. Just 5 on the clock. And fouled as he went up to dunk. Good aggressive move. He'll shoot a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up. And Kevin Durant post-Achilles surgery. No apparent decline, Grant. Last season, the 3rd highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
And here's Edwards outside. Kept alive by Minnesota. Towns finds Gobert. Nice D from Durant. The Suns leading. To the middle. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Excellent timing by Ayton on the alley-oop pass. He's perfectly positioned to throw it down.
Outside Conley. Edwards, a pass to Conley. Towns with the ball. The kick out to Conley. Unloads. They grab their own miss. McDaniels from long range sends it home from three-point land.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Ball passes to Booker. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. And stolen by Durant. Booker against Edwards. Pass to Okogie. Here's Ayton. Inside. Now here's Durant. Over Towns. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Gobert passes to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Here he goes. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Hey, it's not easy to have all eyes on you in these moments, but you know what? Edwards, he's shown he can handle it. He can be the clutch guy. And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
Conley against Paul. Pass to Okogie. The kick to Durant. From behind the arc. Oh, gets the 3 to fall.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Outside Edwards. To the inside. Gobert. That shot missing. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton. And there's the lob. And Ayton with the stuff.
Clutch points from Ayton. We've seen him do it in the finals. DeAndre is a prime-time player.
Outside Edwards. Driving in. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
17 seconds left in the 4th. Pass to Okogie. Outside Booker. Outside Paul. Back to Booker. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
got a terrific matchup in the backcourt. Let's rewind here a little bit. Go back to when you played. Who were some of the guards you really enjoyed playing against?
What if I start with the list of the guys, Kevin, I didn't enjoy playing against? If I named Allen Iverson, Mitch Richmond, and of course, Michael Jordan. Not the funnest nights at work, if you get my drift, but I did love playing one John Barry.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point guard. To the middle, here's Covington, and the dunk by Covington.
And this is how you become a triple-double machine like Russell. You get the ball to the easy open shot.
Conley, the pass to McDaniels. He kicks to Towns. To the left side wing. Conley with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice foul.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Think about the rookie year that PG had, where he shot under 30% from the three-point line, but all that tireless work in the offseason, and now such a vital part of his game.
Now here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Now, here's McDaniels. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. And finished off by Gobert.
And all of that size rolling there after that screen. Gobert moves now with such confidence when in the pick and roll.
Here's Westbrook. Over Conley. Takes it out to Leonard. Back to Westbrook. Right side Leonard. Clock is at 3. Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career, playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. You could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
And Towns gets it to go.
And, you know, Conley developed great vision in terms of the floor, and that allows him to spot an open teammate.
Now here's Leonard. And there's a minute 45 left in the first quarter of the game. And here's Gobert. Towns dishes to McDaniels. Towns, the pass to Gobert. Stolen by Zubac. Covington into the lane. And the dunk by Covington.
Well, teams want to get Covington off the three-point line and make him uncomfortable, but he shows you he could finish off the bounce.
Here's Conley. That one doesn't go. Westbrook with the nice D there. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
Thanks so much, David. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 3-point lead. And that one's good, George.
Well, you got to have just great ball control when you're making a move like that, and Paul George definitely has the handles.
Here's Conley. Paul George making his last shot. Towns down low, defended by Covington. Back to Towns. Driving in. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Clippers leading by 5. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Edwards kicks to Towns. Back to Edwards. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead.
Your Timberwolves defense team.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
They've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Zubac finds Leonard. And McDaniels with the block. Right side, Edwards. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Edwards passes to Conley. Back to Edwards. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Brent, did you have any superstitions when you played in the NBA?
Not so much, Kevin. I really had more routine, and if I got off my routine, I might be a little bit, nervous. But nothing superstitious and nothing that I can recall. You could tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Takes it out to Covington. Back to Westbrook. The shot missing. Towns with the defensive effort. Timberwolves trail by 3. Outside Conley. And Covington sends it back.
Covington's aggressive defense is going to pay off, and that time it did. Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Here's Edwards into the lane. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Clippers leading by 3. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Here's George. He has 5. The kick out to Westbrook. Leonard on the wing. His 3-pointers off the mark.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Here's Westbrook. Covington wide open. He fires. That 3 off the mark.
If he's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range, they're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Towns finds Edwards. Back to Towns. Towns is doubled. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
And once Edwards gets a step on you, it's likely going to be a bucket or a foul or both.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
If you don't get beat, make some noise. Fans, your first afternoon breakers, make some noise. Give it up for
1:53 left here in the second. On the wing, George. Back to Westbrook.
Are your Minnesota Timberwolves.
And George kicks to Westbrook.
Give it up for your
Outside for George. Just 5 to shoot over Edwards. And there's Paul George on the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted. And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Westbrook against Conley. Covington down low. Gobert against George. Here's Zubats. That ball's nice feed that time from George. Zubats has got the game tied up here for the Clippers. Conley surveying the D. To the wing right side. Stolen by George. Westbrook with it. Now defended by Gobert. And finished off by Westbrook.
That might be a 50, or are we going 100 or 1,000? Westbrook with a unique combination of power and athleticism.
Conley against Westbrook. McDaniels passes to Edwards. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. 23 seconds left to play here in the half. Conley kicks to Towns. Shot clock at 6. Feeds it to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. Thank you, David. We'll be back at
24. The Clippers. 24.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Marcus Morris is out there with Plumlee. Then there's Gordon. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Highland in at the one.
Taurean Prince has such a great motor and the physical nature of his play. You got to appreciate that aggressiveness.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Pass to Powell. Over to the wing. From 12 feet out. Here's Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
That's what most want to see from Plumlee. Attack mode, pound the boards, have the confidence to finish off those kind of plays.
Anderson dishes to Prince. Back to Anderson. Kicks it out to Prince. Great D that time from Powell. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. And they're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help. He's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Morris finds Plumlee. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Inside. He can't get that one, and it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. It's stolen by Morris.
Minnesota foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
First personal foul. First team.
Free throw good from Eric Gordon. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Hits the three-point bomb. Gordon's got 4 this quarter.
Well, if Eric Gordon gets the ball from beyond the arc, you have to respect his ability to knock those down.
Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Gordon. The kick out to Anderson. Pass to Reed. And no good that time. Plumlee with some nice D. Stolen by Anderson. And they pick up 2. Anderson's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, Slow-Mo has some remarkable handles. A point forward. It's got some nifty dribble moves.
Morris with the screen for Gordon. Out to Morris.
2 minutes.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Such a versatile offensive threat. Morris draws his fair share of fouls.
No good on the free throws, and it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Good on the second free throw. Timberwolves trail by 3. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless? It's a foul there. I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Los Angeles calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, you run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Edwards finds Conley. 1:41 left here in the third quarter. And finished off by Gobert.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Here's Westbrook. 6 points for him. And the Clippers call time here.
It's time for defense.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Plumlee's checked in. Minnesota calls timeout.
Time to get up, fans. It's the First Avenue Breaker.
Prince is checked in for the Timberwolves.
Avenue Breaker.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Kicks it out to Covington. Pass to Plumlee. Outside, George. Three-pointer, 6 on the shot clock. Cans it from downtown. George has got 10 points in the game.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Edwards, that's good.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Here's George. Covington down low. Guarded by Prince and stolen by Prince. There's 42 seconds left in the third. Edwards passes to Towns. Drives to the hoop. And Towns throws it down.
And really one of for Towns on the drive.
And the Clippers call time here.
Give a round of applause to your Timberwolves dancers.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Taking 2 shots. Timeout called for Minnesota.
Ready to move? Here are your Minnesota Timberwolves dancers. Fans, give a round of applause for your Timberwolves dancers.
The first one falls.
No doubt one of the best two-way threats on any NBA floor. Leonard remains hungry to keep adding to his title collection.
34 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Now Edwards. He's got 15. Kicks it to Prince. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Robert Covington picks one up. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And that one falls for Prince. And both free throws good for Prince. Los Angeles has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. This shot by George, wide open. Good on the three-point shot. George has got 13.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we got a tight ball game here. Clippers ahead, up by 2. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. McDaniels is out there with Edwards, and it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Leonard inside, working on McDaniels, and it's George missing.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Leonard with the bucket, and the Clippers lead by 4. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense, and these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed in there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Okay, David, thanks. Lock at 6. George. And George with this stuff.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Edwards can't hit. Clippers leading by 4. And there's the pass to Plumlee. Leonard looking around. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And Kawhi getting up that time, just owning all the airspace around the rim.
Now here's McDaniel, defended by George. to McDaniel. Kicks it out to Prince. Off target from three-point range. The Clippers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Outside, George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Edwards with the block.
And the athleticism of Edwards helping on defense, capable of getting up.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast.
The previous play is over
In real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting the chance to come up big for his team.
Here's George. Leonard with the ball. Guarded now by Prince. Covington kicks to Plumlee. And Leonard has it in the corner. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Back to Prince. He dinks the rim with a 2-hand slam.
Well, the bigger the possession, the more engaged Taurean Prince is. Wow.
Now, here is George. Fires for 3. Sinks the triple. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, Paul George sharpening his swords now. Love to see him take that shot.
Edwards passes to Gobert. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
Nice work to get it inside and drop contact.
At the line for your Timberwolves.
And Gobert drops them both.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
56 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's George going inside. The dunk. The coach's challenge has been issued. A scheme like this, out of the wire, is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
The previous play is over.
is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Edwards. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that position. Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Here's Leonard driving the lane, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
That's good from Edwards on the assist by Prince.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
Zubac's with it. So the Clippers with the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting...
Well, you got to expect a low-scoring game tonight, Grant. Two terrific defensive clubs fighting to lock each other down.
Both these teams are elite on the defensive end. These guys won't be making it easy out there. When there's lots of stops, lots of forced turnovers, it can be very difficult to find a scoring rhythm.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. Now here's Paul. Booker, the pass to Paul. Shot clock at 6. With the tip, Paul George pulls it in. Paul against Covington. And the jam by Covington.
Get up, Mr. Covington. That is a very quick riser.
Paul against Westbrook. Pass to Durant. The three. The shot off that time. And Los Angeles the other way now.
So 2021 saw the addition of yet another honor to the resume of the great Kevin Durant. A selection to the NBA's 75th anniversary team. I don't think he needed cementing of his legacy, but it's just one more feather in his cap.
Here's George. And down it goes. 2 points.
Oh, my goodness. Paul George under duress of exceptional defense. No problem.
Even with all those accomplishments, Durant is just as hungry as ever, Doris.
The BA, to me, he's always just in a competition against himself. He simply wants to play the best basketball night after night. Here's a guy who takes tremendous pride in being complete and perfecting his craft.
Oh, showing off the soft touch. Quality turnaround jumper there.
Westbrook outside. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Out to Covington. Fires the three. The Suns clear it. Outside Paul. Pass to Aiden. Outside Booker. Here's Okogie. The kick to Durant. 6 on the shot clock. And Durant slams it home.
Boy, how about the finish by Kevin Durant? Just gets up with such ease.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Leonard. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Paul passes to Booker. Can't get the go-ahead bucket.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but BA, those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Well, Paul George, so dangerous from beyond the arc. You better get a hand up and contest.
Phoenix calls timeout. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Durant's shot is off. The Clippers have gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. To halt the run. Deflected. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
Suns ball.
.111 left in the first quarter here. Outside Booker. Drives to the hoop. That one is off. And Los Angeles the other way now. Leonard outside. Pass to George. And the jam by George.
And they're building on their lead, doing whatever they can to blow this game open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Now here's Booker. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. That one goes. Count it.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
And the foul on Chris Paul.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul of the game. 29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. A little mid-range shot is up. It's hauled in by the Suns.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And here's Westbrook. Leonard on the wing. Westbrook right side. Here's Zubats. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers closing out the...
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Clippers.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
A big cheer for your Suns dancers.
Here's Paul. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Ayton in at the 5. That's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Durant's shot is off. The Clippers in the lead. Westbrook pass to Covington. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Outside Covington. Back to Westbrook. 5 on the clock. Zubats. Great positioning on the putback.
As usual, he's right there to save the play. Nice timing on the tip in.
Outside Paul. Fires the 3. Knocks down the triple. Paul's got 5 points.
And this is such a sharp weapon for Chris Paul, right? Most times you just assume he's going to knock that 3 ball down.
Here's Westbrook. And the foul on Chris Paul.
Chris Paul.
That'll be a second foul of the game.
Foul. First team foul.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. Here's Leonard. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3. Grant, we always talk about great footwork for post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, B.A. Great perimeter players have elite footwork. The footwork helps to create the opportunity to score, whether that's shooting a 3 off the dribble or even in the post-up. Great, elite, fantastic, iconic guards who could do it all have superior footwork. Believe that.
Think about Robert Covington's path to being a valuable asset on the NBA roster. A guy who was undrafted out of Tennessee State, begins his career in Philadelphia with a team that wasn't trying to win, and now has become the prototypical 3-and-D valuable asset.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Up top, Paul. He's got 5. Excellent D there from Westbrook.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back. And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Count it. Good. 11 points in the game.
Paul George has excellent instincts in the paint. This guy has the size, the touch, complete offensive player.
Here's a 3 from Paul. Here's Durant. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But but you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Now here's Leonard.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Third team foul.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Out to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
And he's good on the second. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Now here's Durant. Tipped. Goes back up. From outside the arc. Fires in the triple. Durant's got 7 points.
The ability to be ready to rise and fire in that situation is so important. Kevin Durant, no doubt.
2 minutes remaining in the
Pass to George.
2 minutes.
There's the 3. Kevin Durant pulls it in. Phoenix has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Here's Booker. Covington grabs the board. The Clippers have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Outside Covington. Leonard outside. Now here's Westbrook. And Leonard with the strong finish.
Well, don't let Kawhi's quiet demeanor fool you. This guy has athleticism and explosiveness. How about that in style?
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Commissioner Silver's open to change. He said, quote, "We're not beholden to pure tradition. We care a lot about it, but all of the factors I think about when we talk about changing the rules, I'm less concerned about that. We should live in the present, be respectful of those records, but also be willing to adjust when it makes sense." B.A.?
All right, thanks, Allie.
Well, this is a problem for the defense right now because you've allowed Paul George to get comfortable. And when he's comfortable, he's unguardable.
Pass to Okogie. Now Durant. Leonard defending. The ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Leonard. In transition, here come the Clippers. Here's Westbrook. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, this guy knows how to do this in the open floor. Russell Westbrook in transition is the most dangerous player.
The Suns have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Outside Paul. Durant inside. Leonard defending. That one's no good. 2 for 10, and he's cold out there. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Outside Covington. Pass to Leonard. Kicks it out to Westbrook. 5 to shoot. Nice D from Paul. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. All right, good stuff, Allie.
Your Suns, 14. The Clippers, 29.
And get ready for the giveaway.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Paul George has been sensational.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point. Now here's George. Westbrook outside. No good with the triple.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, L.A. is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Paul against Westbrook. Paul with a steal. Here we go. He goes up, and it's Durant with the finish.
Boy, if you allow Kevin Durant to play in space, in transition, you can turn the lights out.
Timeout called, the Clippers. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Here's Leonard. 7 points in the game.
Get up out of your seats, everybody. Fans, please.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Oh, and they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
First team foul.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after
The previous play is under review.
There's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still heaved.
And he makes a first.
This guy turned himself into one of the league's top talents. Kawhi Leonard continues to be a dominant two-way force.
The Suns have gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Ball against Westbrook. Outside for Booker. Outside Paul. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Paul's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, I love Chris Paul's ability to work on the interior. Tenacious, crafty. Few players his size have done it better.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his third foul of the game.
Second team foul.
On defense, the Suns. They trail by 9. Here's Leonard. Pass to Zubac. And here's Covington. 4 on the clock. Zubac with it. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. Here's Paul. And it's Phoenix with another.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regroup. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
Now here's Westbrook. Leonard on the wing. Doesn't go for him. And Phoenix the other way now. Pass to Durant. And Durant slams it home.
Well, Kevin Durant is the total package. Make no mistake, his handle is outstanding.
Westbrook outside. And no good. Nice D from Paul. And as Westbrook gets older, he's indicated that he's not looking to change how he plays, Grant.
And that can be a double-edged sword, B.A. You love his aggression and confidence, but you wonder how his game will hold up as his athleticism goes.
The Clippers have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Now here's Leonard. 9 points in the game. Kicks it to George. Leonard outside. Back to George. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It goes on Kevin Durant. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
The Clippers have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. They double him with Booker. Covington finds George. Back to Covington. A minute 4 left in the third. Kicks it to George. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
We know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor, Doris.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a 3-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length, athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
A tremendous call by Chris Paul. Refuses to back off, doesn't waste the look, and gets a foul for his work.
Paul hits them both.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. It's George on the wing. Booker defending. George, no good. The Suns have gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. Paul passes to Durant. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
Yeah, early in his career now, Kevin Durant could be knocked off his rhythm, but now he's put on that good weight over the years, making himself able to absorb that physicality.
Now George, 18 points for him. Gets some space and parries the jumper. George has got 7 points for the quarter.
You can see there's complete trust in Paul George in pick and rolls. Fantastic at taking advantage of the defense and the separation they give him.
And so it's Los Angeles.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your son, you.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. The Clippers in the lead. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Zubac finds George. Zubac inside. He's against Ayton. Zubac's shot is off.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Up top, Paul, pounded by Westbrook. Booker against George. Here's Durant. There's the drive.
One of the best defensive players in the entire league. Kawhi Leonard, so hard to get a clean look against him.
Great run out and the pass right on target. Outstanding transition offense.
Westbrook against Paul. Outside Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Kevin Durant showing you that I can play with power, with authority, up and over the defense, and slams it home.
Westbrook against Paul. Out to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Back to Westbrook. Lots of room. Misses off the right iron. The Suns trailing. George with a steal. Here's Leonard. Outside Covington. Leonard outside. Oh, denied by Durant.
This is probably the aspect as his career has gone on where Kevin Durant has improved the most. The defensive end, he is a real factor.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
And the other thing, guys, credit their game plan. They've been getting the looks they want, and they are executing at a high level.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team. He likes what he's seeing, but he cautioned his players, we are not far enough ahead to assume anything. Momentum can shift in a heartbeat. You have to be diligent, and we have to be smart.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Booker for 3. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 5 assists in the game.
Night after night, game after game, Chris Paul understands where to put the ball and when. Nicely done.
And the basket is good. George has got 22.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Paul against Westbrook. On the wing, Durant. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's George, and he drops in the layup off the glass. 24 points for him.
Well, this is one aspect of his game where Kawhi Leonard has come such a long way. The ability to make guys around him better with his passing.
Here's the pick. Outside for Booker. And the Suns get another 3.
Devin Booker with the big shot. He may be young, but he's got big-time game.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Leonard passes to Zubac. Ayton with the defensive effort. Phoenix has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
1:25 left to play in the fourth. Okogie's shot is off. The Clippers have gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in, struggling this fourth quarter. And stolen by Paul. Outside Durant. Pass to Ayton. The 3-ball. And the Suns get another 3.
But DeAndre Ayton is engaged, he's focused, and he delivers a clutch bucket.
Out to Leonard. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. George, no good. This possession could decide the game.
And you really have to be smart with the ball here.
To take the lead, it falls!
Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together, everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Booker against George. Outside Covington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, another missed shot. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling. And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain.
Chris Paul has never shied away from handling the ball and these opportunities that he knows are coming because of it. You've got to deliver at the free throw line right now.
Zubac with a screen on Booker. George outside. Here's the 3. And buries it from deep. Oh, an enormous 3-pointer. Phoenix calls timeout. And stolen by Covington. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. And George launches it from deep. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. We've got... Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the 1.
The motor of Russell Westbrook is absolutely amazing. This guy stays with his shot even through the tough contact.
Phoenix has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Here's Paul. Rejected by Westbrook. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. Durant against Leonard. Outside Paul. It's Booker on the wing. And Booker with the jam.
Well, make the right play at the rim. Devin Booker sees an opportunity and doesn't hesitate.
George against Booker. George passes to Leonard. George outside. Back to Leonard. 4 on the clock. Tries it from the top of the key. And George gets it to go on the assist by Leonard. George has got 29 points.
2 minutes remaining in overtime.
Durant pass to Ayton.
For big, Ayton is pretty solid from the line. He could have this in the bag.
He drops the first one, and that brings him within 2 here. Ayton hits them both.
Well, this is why you run your offense through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
Booker against George. Out to Leonard. Puts it up. And the Clippers again with a bucket.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Outside Booker on the wing Durant. And he drives in. And Durant slams it home.
We know Kevin Durant is one of the elite players in the NBA. If there's a big shot to be made, he wants to take it.
Here's Covington. And Durant with the block. And now the Suns fast break. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
What you love about Josh Okogie is there's a level of aggression, and in this instance, physicality to draw the foul.
Josh Okogie.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that ties this game up.
That will sting a little bit. Failing to get the lead when the opportunity was there, but he does tie it up.
Booker against George. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
These are the situations that Paul George wants to be in. An opportunity to prove he's got the clutch gene at the foul line.
So he gets them both. And it's a 2-point ball game.
You know, he doesn't let that opportunity slip by. Buries some big shots at the line.
Outside for Booker. Fires the 3. Crosses over. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
Westbrook. Kevin Durant with a rebound. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Covington with it. Durant covering. Kicks it to George. Count it!
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Got a piece of it, and stolen by Leonard. He's all alone. Oh, big finish.
Oh, did you see that?
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
He didn't have his feet planted.
First free throw is good, and that puts him up 5.
One of the things that's been said before, but it's so accurate, Paul George's ability to improve himself is really quite remarkable. This guy is always looking for ways to add to an already stellar game.
So the Clippers win it. Things looked a little... Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.
To the
All eyes, Richard, on the guard matchup in this one with two incredible talents going head-to-head.
And we've been really spoiled with all of these guards that we get to watch. The league today has as much talent at the 1 and 2 as it ever has.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Okogie for three, unable to get that one. Now here's Conley to the paint. Here's Edwards. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Okogie, the pass to Durant. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Tries from 16. Offensive rebound. Here's Towns. Banked in off the glass.
The long arms, the positioning. Towns is excellent at knowing how to gobble up those second chance opportunities.
Paul with the three. The shot, no good. And Minnesota now the other way. You know, Richard, we don't talk about it much, but Chris Paul's free throw shooting has always been rock solid.
Yeah, we're not going to see teams use a hack-a-puck strategy, that's for sure. He's been 90% or over multiple times in his career.
Here's Paul. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. Outside for Durant. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
The confidence that Durant has in his three-point shot is something special. He doesn't doubt his selections at all.
Conley the pass to Edwards. A shot, no good. Good D by Booker. Paul goes in over Conley. Ayton dishes to KD. Another three for Phoenix.
No hesitation from the swing man. Durant has such confidence shooting off the catch. Tremendous.
Conley against Paul. Off target at the rim. The Suns have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. From outside the arc, Kevin Durant again from deep. KD's got 9 points.
Unsurprisingly savvy pass by Booker, setting another guy up for success instead of forcing a shot.
Here's Conley. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You will gladly take those.
Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 12.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Stolen by McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniel.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
Now here's Towns over Durant. And contact down the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 1. The pass to Okogie. Back to Paul. Outside for Durant. No good from outside. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Rebounded by DeAndre.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
Edwards finds Gobert. Back to Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Pass Pass to Okogie. Ball outside. Durant for three. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game. Conley into the lane. Pass to McDaniels. The kick out to Towns. The offensive rebound. And there's Gobert putting it right back in.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Timberwolves lead by 2.
And please give a big round of applause for your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Booker with one of the most effortless strokes you'll ever see.
And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the 4th guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder, fueled Devin to the all-star he is today.
Here's Paul. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Durant for 3. Gobert pulls it in. Minnesota in the lead. Towns kicks to Edwards. Towns, the pass to Conley. Passes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Durant for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Pulls it up. Lets it fly. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Richard, you played before and after the emergence of social media. How does that affect, in your opinion, the players these days in that very uncharted world?
Well, it's a beautiful thing because players now understand that they are a brand. Social media has helped them build a brand, and so now you have the ability to connect with your fans in a positive way. And for me, that is a great thing for this league because the players are doing a great job with it.
But you'd probably agree you got to use it correctly and not stray into the dark side, right?
Yeah, no, stay away from the dark side.
McDaniels kicks to Towns. Out to Conley. Now the pass to Gobert. The putback. He can't get that one to fall. And Phoenix will come the other way. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
Towns finds Gobert. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Okogie. Feeds it to Booker. Suns moving the ball around. KD passes to Ayton. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Here's Towns, the 15-footer. Good. Towns has got the lead up to 8 now for the Timberwolves.
And that's why Cat went 1st overall. This dude is 6'11" with perimeter skills, a sweet shot, and unstoppable when he's on.
He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Outside Conley, pass to Towns. Conley against Paul. Conley gets the bucket.
Mike Conley.
Conley's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And a little contact on the shot, but Conley with the laser focus on the finish.
Conley against Paul. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Special. There just aren't many guys like him who can accelerate to the rim and finish in style.
It's impressive what an enduring talent Chris Paul has been. A lot has changed around the league, but CP3 is still doing his thing and leading his guys to success.
Towns with it. He's picked up by Paul.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Here's Edwards, and he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
This is it to Durant. Booker against Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Durant, no good. Here's Towns. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. On the team.
The previous play is under review.
They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, when looking at the replay, that he got it off. And thanks so much, David. And
that's the end of the first half for the score. Your Suns, 26. The Timberwolves, 33.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
So on the floor for Minnesota, we've got Prince. Kyle Anderson is out there with Reed. And it's Noel in at the point. Here's Henderson. Kicks it out to Prince. Jacks up a three. Rebound by the Suns.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from Rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Back to Ross. From past the arc. A rebound by Prince. Minnesota leading by 4. And that one is hammered home.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Payne passes to Baisley. And here is Warren. Guarded by Prince. The pass to Baisley. Stolen by Anderson. Yep, that one goes in there.
Anderson.
And now it's an 8-point Timberwolves lead.
Hits his first attempt of the half. Not what you call suffocating D on that possession.
Pass to Landale. Here's Baisley. 6 to shoot. Outside Warren. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Timberwolves leading by 8. Pass to Reed. All sorts of time. He can't hit that time. The Suns go the other way with it. Outside Warren. Right wing. There's the triple. The shot's good from Baisley. Baisley's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Noel. Payne covering. Noel passes to Reed, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And going back to his numbers from just a season ago, he was knocking it down at a 77% clip.
Now here's Payne. He's covered closely. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Bangs home the trifecta.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And Anderson has it in the corner. Here's Noel. Here's Reed. Passes it to Noel. Over Payne. Misses off the left iron. Suns trail by 5. Out left to the wing. Here's Baisley. Offensive rebound. There's the pass to Payne. Takes a 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Anderson in the post. Pass to Reed. Ping shot on the way. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Here's Landale. And it's all evened up.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Prince wide open. Drains it from beyond the arc. Prince has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Pass to Baisley. Here's the 3. With the putback. Great positioning on the putback. Landale's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Here's Noel. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Passes it to Reed. And yes, it's good.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well.
Your Suns.
Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 5. And we're coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
First personal foul. First team.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's a Kogi in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive and trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
And Edwards drops them both. Suns trail by 7. Ball with the ball. He kicks to Ayton. Ball against Conley. Shot clock at 6. Here's Durant. The Suns need to get a shot off. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Conley leading the charge. And Edwards with the stuff.
And when you watch Edwards, expect him to get his a prolific score.
And here is Paul. And Durant, here we go. And no good there with the double clutch. McDaniels dishes to Edwards. Outside, Towns. Now McDaniels. Outside Conley. Towns wide open. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Towns has got the lead up to 12 now for the Timberwolves. Conley against Paul. And he drives in. Durant with a wide open look. Buries it from three-point range. Durant's got 22 points.
This is almost hard to watch because this should be a tough shot, but Durant makes the game look so smooth.
Out to Edwards. Back to Conley. It's tipped. To the right side. McDaniels. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
And when Gobert goes up, he gets up. Airtime to spare as he slams the putback home.
Paul passes to Booker. No good on the three.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And Edwards with the stuff.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Booker with it. Conley picks him up. The three from KD. That's down the hatch. Knocks one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. That's a two from Towns. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Towns has got 5 points now this quarter. Now here's Paul. And the pass to Okogie. Paul against Conley. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Kicks it to Edwards. The tray. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Okogie. The three. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Out to Conley. 1:09 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Gobert. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Suns trail by 12.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Timberwolves.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
The three from KD. That shot missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Ball against Conley. From deep three-point range, no good. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. This is... to the best
So the Timberwolves win the tip. Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Leonard can't get it to go.
And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul, with no purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Edwards. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
You see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
Here's George. And we're about a minute into the first. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
The defense on George a little too tight there, but to have any chance against him, you have to challenge him.
You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, B.A., one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
Towns finds Conley. George against Towns. And he banks in the layup.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
Westbrook outside. And Westbrook slams it home.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Towns with the ball. Guarded now by George. Oh, it's Towns with the finish.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
George, a screen on Conley. Pass to George, beyond the arc. And it's Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Conley passes to McDaniels. Here's Gobert. Towns, a screen on George. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Pass to George. Westbrook against Conley. Kicks it to George. Just 5 on the clock. Driving inside. And George with the jam.
Slippery play by Paul George to get inside. He ends up right where he wanted to be for the shot.
Outside Conley.
2 minutes remaining in the
Lets the 3 fly, and the 3-pointer goes.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Westbrook outside. The rebound by the Timberwolves. There's a minute 40 left to play in the first quarter. Conley passes to Gobert. Good on the shot.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
And the Clippers call time here.
Who wants a t-shirt? Come on, let me hear you get loud.
Clippers making a switch here. Plumlee's checked in.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
in for the Timberwolves.
Let's make some noise.
The Clippers have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. George outside. Out to Leonard. Three-pointer. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
For me, it's all about playing downhill. They've been making it look easy to find penetration in this one, attacking the lanes and forcing the issue with the D.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one. They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
The offensive rebound. Out to Leonard. Pass to Covington. Now here's Zubac. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Now Edwards. Give him 8. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first. Clock at 4. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And both free throws good for Edwards. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance. Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Takes it inside. Pass to Prince. Over Leonard. That one a little long. Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. He put together 10 points in the quarter and more NBA action.
Please give a big round of applause for your Clippers Youth Dance Team.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Well, guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
On the court for the Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Anthony Edwards out there with McDaniels. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
You know, with all the dunkers out there, some players make sure they don't end up on too many posters. Grant, you ever make a business decision?
Yeah, B.A., you know, I made a few business decisions through my career. Look, as a competitor, you want to make sure that you can play defense, give it your all, contest at the rim when you feel that you can. But when someone like a Vince Carter in the midst of insanity, that's when you make a business decision. And that's a smart decision.
And the Clippers call time here.
Come on now. Good. Wow.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. George outside. And George with the jam.
Long and athletic, PG-13 is a terror when he reaches the cup.
And Minnesota calls time here.
All right, fans, let's hear it for your Clippers.
And a chance to add to the lead here.
Yeah, B.A., they should really stick with what they've been doing.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team. Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want." I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got. And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Leonard against Edwards. Pass to Towns. The three is up. The shot, no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity. And he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Outside Edwards. Shoots. Another miss by Minnesota.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Leonard can't get it to go.
When you need to double clutch to get the shot off, you know the probability is low.
Here's Towns. The shot that time not on target. Great D that time from Zubats. George passes to Covington. Back to George. And here's Leonard. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim. Leonard's got his first points of the game.
What concentration from Kawhi Leonard, rising up and firing it.
Pass to Prince. Back to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Leonard. Clock at 6. And here's McDaniels. Covered by Covington. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Rudy showing us what you get when you put size and creativity together.
George outside. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul.
In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
And Smitty, with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
Minnesota calls time here. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter.
2 minutes remain in the first half.
Here's Edwards. It's deflected. And he recovers it to the wing on the left. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
This is where size matters. No one's stopping Gobert on that shot.
Zubats with a screen on Edwards. He buries it from 3. George has got 11 points.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Ooh, poked away. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Leonard with a screen on Edwards. Here's George. Leonard outside. On the take. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
The dribble drive, yet another tool in Leonard's extensive arsenal, earns him a trip to the line.
And Leonard drops them both. The Timberwolves have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Edwards with it. 14 points for him. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Towns. Just 5 to shoot. And Edwards slams it in.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Leonard outside to the middle. Here's Zubats. Leonard with the ball. Back to George. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing. For Minnesota, they've gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Pass to Prince. The 3 is up. Covington grabs the board. Knocks it loose. Here's Leonard. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal.
An offensive juggernaut and aggressive defender. Kawhi is just the total package, in my opinion. Brings a winning mindset as well.
5 ticks left in the first half of this one. Here's Towns. And so we wrap up the first half.
With the score, your Clippers 19, the Timberwolves 30.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Robert Covington is out there with Mason Plumlee. Then there's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the 5 down low. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
3 on the clock, and it's going to be a 3-second call. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves.
Substitution on the court.
The Clippers trail. And now we've got an intentional foul. Timeout call, the Timberwolves.
First personal foul. First team foul. Timberwolves timeout call.
Prince is checked in for Mike Conley.
Clippers Spirit Dance Team. Let's hear it.
Timberwolves on D. Here's Leonard. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game. Well, the Timberwolves shooting an amazing 61%. Looking confident. Pass to Prince for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Prince has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway.
Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
Here's Edwards. 16 points for him. Outside McDaniels. To the wing, right side. 5 to shoot. Pass to Gobert. Great D that time from Zubac. The Clippers have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's George. Kept alive. Zubac passes to George. Leonard outside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Comfortable inside, plus the 7'3" wingspan. Hard to stop Kawhi without fouling.
So he gets them both. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. Into the lane. It's McDaniels on the wing. Here's Prince. George defending. Fires it. The shot by Towns, no good. Well, the Clippers shooting 37% from the floor at this point. Out to Covington. Back to Leonard. Launches a 3. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. And Towns' 3-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Edwards against Leonard. Edwards, the pass to Towns.
And it is so tough to disrupt.
And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
At the line for the Timberwolves.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after.
The previous play is under
doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Okay, everyone, that was your Clippers Spirit Dance Team. Let's hear it.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. And so Towns nails them both.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Up top, George, guarded by Edwards. Pass to Plumlee. Here's Leonard. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Third team foul.
1:49 left in the third quarter. George lays it in without an inch of room around him. George has got 17.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Timeout called, the Timberwolves.
And we all love to hear what goes on in those huddles. We just get the snapshots.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed.
Give it up for your Clippers Spirit.
Now here's Edwards. 16 points for him. Pass to Towns. Shot clock at 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Left side Covington. Now here's Zubats. And stolen by Gobert. 1 minute left in the third. Here's Prince. It's Edwards on the wing. It's rebounded by George.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Covington passes to Plumlee. Count the basket.
Beautiful dime from Covington. He doesn't hesitate to share the ball.
Minnesota in the lead. 29 seconds left in the third quarter here. And here's Edwards. To the paint. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
Leonard outside. Over McDaniels. And again, it's the Clippers. Oh, they get a hand on it. And it's Towns with the power finish.
I'll tell you, at his size, once he gets it in there, it's over.
And so it's Minnesota with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And they've effectively... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. Passes like these are his specialty.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for Minnesota, Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Jaden McDaniels out there with Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
First team foul.
George against Edwards. And count the basket. And they stop the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the previous challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team, and he implored them to be patient at the offensive end. He wants to use every second of the shot clock. He said, quote, if we take care of the ball and take our time and play D, this game is ours.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And the ball out of play. The Clippers will have it.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Out to Leonard. Back to George. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting 54% from the field so far in this one. Pass to McDaniels. Edwards with it. George defending. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
First free throw is good.
Anthony Edwards. Shooting.
And both free throws good for Edwards. The Clippers trail. George outside. 4-3. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. And so they foul intentionally.
Fourth personal foul. Second team foul.
Now Edwards. Pass to Prince. 6 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here from 20 feet.
You know what Kawhi brings to the table defensively. He can switch 1 through 5.
Outside McDaniels. Here he goes. And the layup is good off the glass. McDaniels got his first bucket in this one. Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over.
Coach definitely wants to talk about their interior defense, which has not been impressive.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
And now we present our new balanced player of the game, Anthony Edwards.
Can you say vintage? Wow, this was a vintage performance. I mean, so much of the game is about the 3-ball today, but his focus was going hard into the paint and doing damage from inside.
This crowd had no idea what they were in for. He came in and silenced them with a dominant performance. He was an intimidating presence tonight. This audience didn't seem to affect him in the slightest. The Timberwolves have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Outside Edwards. Pass to Prince. Shot clock at 5. Now here's Gobert. He's guarded by Zubac. Back to Gobert. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
That's defense. Clippers ball.
The Clippers running out of time. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Covington inside. McDaniels covering. George with the bucket.
One of George's main strengths, able to stretch the floor with his outside shooting.
George has got 2 of 6 to go from downtown. Edwards with it. To the left wing. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Prince. Covington grabs the board. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
1:36 left to play in the fourth quarter. Covington. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
Inside, Robert doesn't hold back. He does whatever it takes to get his shot off.
Now a timeout called by Minnesota. They're ahead by 6. A minute and a half left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. McDaniels passes to Towns. On the clock. That shot is off, and the Clippers will go the other way with it.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
And I don't think they will. The problem is they've waited too long to make a move.
Outside Covington. Swatted away.
Torrey and Prince saying, not on my watch. Spectacular D.
Here's McDaniels. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it. And we have to take another look at that block.
Showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
Oh, so much on the line here.
And the crowd is locked in.
Here's George. Yes!
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
Here's McDaniels. And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That's foul number 2 for him.
Fourth team foul.
There's 14 seconds left in the final quarter, and he commits the intentional foul.
Fifth team foul. Shooting for Minnesota.
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5.
2 shots.
And so he drops them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
That should put this game on ice, not leaving any points behind.
George passes to Leonard. Back to George. Oh, he nails it!
Capable of flat out torching you. Once PG-13 gets into a groove, watch out.
And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That'll be foul number 5 on him. And due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5.
Anthony Edwards.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game. There's Plumlee with a 3. Can't get it to fall. So we see the Timberwolves get the win. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks.
defensive end, don't they? Did you enjoy playing in games like this?
No, Kevin. Why would defense? Why would I enjoy playing against a good defensive team? I want to score. But we will appreciate what we get tonight with these guys. Great effort, great grit, and we'll see who will come out on top.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. Now, here's Westbrook. It's rebounded by Durant. Booker, right side. From downtown. They grab their own miss. Pass to Paul. Kicks it to Booker. 5 to shoot. Second chance shot. Westbrook with the block.
And Russell just bringing it right now on defense.
Here's Los Angeles now. Here's George. That ball. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Great idea to get your secondary scorers involved early. This helps keep everybody engaged.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
And here is Los Angeles now. Phoenix able to drain the three. George dishes to Westbrook. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. 18 feet out. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Outside Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. That one no good. Now the Suns take it the other way. Well, Brent, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
Now here's Paul. Outside for KD. Over Leonard. Here's Okogie, defended by Covington. Phoenix needs to get off his shot. The shot by Paul, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Stolen by George. Out to the right wing. Westbrook finds George. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
Suns basketball.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Ball against Westbrook. Lets it go with a 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
Yeah, and I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit to battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Now here's Leonard following the miss by Russell Westbrook. There's a minute 47 left here in the opening quarter. And again, the turnover by the Clippers. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the first. Paul outside. Outside, KD. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. George looking over the floor. Trying to end the drought. Los Angeles with another miss. Suns leading by 6. Back to Booker. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game.
That's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
And the Clippers call time here. After being selected first overall in the 2018 draft, some teams question if DeAndre Ayton was worthy of that.
Well, it took time for Ayton to find his comfort zone, and all of a sudden became a key piece that nobody's questioning much anymore as an inside rebounder, rim protector, a guy who can score at a high level when asked to.
Paul's shot is off. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. 6-point game. And finished off by Westbrook.
So good with making plays off of the bounce. So difficult to stay with him defensively.
Outside for KD. Here's a Kobe. Defended by Covington. A 3-ball. And Kevin Durant good for 3. Durant's got 8 points.
You just can't let Kevin Durant have a half a second of time. If he gets that ball, it's gone, and there's points on the board.
Now here's Westbrook. Outside Leonard. Releases. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Paul with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Good.
This ball, a crafty finisher, gets inside, and despite being 6 feet, he'll find a way to get it done.
For 3, Westbrook, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that does it for the first quarter. Suns up.
And your Clippers,
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's a Kogi in at the 3. And Durant sends it back. They get it back. Zubats.
Instinct, timing, length. KD, great D.
That's a 2 from Paul. Oh, Ayton in position. Stolen by Zubats. George, that's a 2-pointer. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Clippers on defense. They trail by 7. And Booker kicks to Paul. Ayton in the corner. And Ayton throws it down.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Snatched up. Kicks it out to Leonard. Second shot opportunity. Happy to see that one go in for a second make in 5 attempts.
What an athlete is Kawhi. Gets a step on the D, and they're helpless.
Pass to KD. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. Leonard against Durant. Pocket 6. Paul outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. They get Russell Westbrook, and home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
Now, here is George. Leonard on the wing. Zubats with the screen for Leonard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Good scorers have that ability. When Leonard gets that deep, it's usually a bucket, a trip to the free throw line, or both.
So he gets them both. Suns leading by 7. Al Paul. It's hauled in by George.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there. Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Here's Paul. There's the drive. The feed to Booker. Outside, KD. Stolen by George. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Lets it go from the wing. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
All right, folks, if you want a T-shirt, come on and make some noise.
And so here are the Clippers. It's a 5-point game. Westbrook passes to George. Clock at 4. And here's Covington from the arc. And Paul pulls it down. The Suns shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. And Durant gets it to go. Durant's got 10 points in the game.
Good assertive play from KD, refusing to be denied on the interior.
Here's George. Drives to the hoop. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Clippers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Now, Paul George, really a true two-way player in the NBA. He gives you so much on both ends, so you get all-star value offensively and defensively. A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here's Booker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to KD. The shot. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in.
KD, one of those guys who will go down on the list of the greatest scorers in NBA history.
Leonard, the pass to George. He dishes it to Westbrook. That ball was nice speed that time from George. And that's now 6 points for Russell Westbrook. Paul against Westbrook. Paul passes to Okogie. Booker looking around. Durant with a screen on George. Booker finds Paul. Outside for KD. Shoots over Leonard. KD can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 5. Down low. Nice move. In deep. Leonard drops it in. Leonard's got 6 in the quarter.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
Paul outside. On the wing. And too long on the shot. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Suns lead by 3. All right, David, thank you. And
Suns, 21.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at it.
Morris is out there with Powell. Then it's Plumlee. And there's Gordon. And it's Highland in at the 1 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting tonight.
Plumlee, the pass to Gordon. Out to the wing. Here's Highland. Payne covering. Highland misses. Payne in the the post, covered by Morris. Offensive rebound. And Morris has got the ball here for Los Angeles. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. The Suns shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Payne passes to Landale. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in.
An efficient score. Norman Powell can fill it up when given the opportunity.
He does score from anywhere on the floor, but it's defensive versatility that I think really helps him because he can match up with smaller guards. He can get underneath bigger wings, and that defense really allows him to stay on the floor to complement the other offensive players that are producing.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
The pass to Gordon. Inside. And it's Plumlee that time on the assist by Gordon. Plumlee's got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers. Payne looking around to the middle. And Royce with the slam.
And Payne has been great out there, just making the effort plays and helping the other guys.
Warren against Powell. Outside Gordon. Back to Powell. He's looking for Plumlee and finds him.
Yeah, that's what he's doing best right now. Plumlee loves to convert as close to the rim as possible.
The Suns have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Warren, good. Warren's got his first points in this one.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
There's Gordon with the 3. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Well, don't get surprised by that burst from Plumlee. He crashes in for the rebound, has the athleticism, and finishes with authority.
Here's Payne. Passes to Baisley. Shoots from the corner. Shot clock reset for Phoenix. He kicks it to Payne. Pass to Baisley. The second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in. Baisley's got it all tied up now for the Suns.
Well, not allowing that contact to trip him up, Baisley made a very athletic finish there.
Here's Highland. Payne covering, and it's denied. Landale pass to Ross. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Here's Highland. 5 points in the game. Outside Gordon. Pass to Powell. Shoots over Warren. They grabbed their own miss and finished off by Plumlee.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Baisley passes to Payne. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports.
31.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
And that's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3-side. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Los Angeles?
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Their attacking of the offensive glass has also been a success story. All game long, they've been committed to finding those second chance opportunities.
Paul against Westbrook. There's the pass to Okogie. Outside for Durant. Leonard with the steal. Durant with the steal. Ayton inside. Working on Zubac.
Assertive from Ayton, wanting to score often and then forcing the D right there at his size to foul him.
Shooting for Phoenix, DeAndre Ayton.
And the second free throw, good.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Westbrook against Paul. The three from George. That one misses. Now the Suns take it the other way. Booker with no one around. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Booker's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And Booker's shot is so pretty. Just one of those guys, when you watch him, you feel like every one of them's going in.
Pass to Zubac. Back to Westbrook. And taken away by Paul. Okogie for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Westbrook dishes to George. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
You can expect Westbrook to find an open shooter. And he trusted him with the pass that time.
Now here's Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Over George. No good from Booker. The Clippers trail. Right side, Covington. Booker against George. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, height and length at that position for Paul George, that's problematic for a defender, and he used his size to draw the foul that time.
Paul George.
And George drops them both.
And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
Kicks it out to Booker. Paul looking over the floor.
Not much more you could say about CP3. Name a better floor leader. There's not one.
First free throw is good.
At the line for the Suns, Chris Paul.
And so Paul nails both of them. LA's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's George into the lane, and it's Paul George with the finish.
Go ahead and lead him, Paul George. Stepping up, huge shot at this moment in the game.
Paul outside, kicks to KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
And he sort of had that look in his eyes. Durant staying cool in the clutch moment.
Westbrook passes to George. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Kicks it out to Covington. Outside Leonard. Back to Covington. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Durant's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Shooting foul. And here we go. Coach's challenge has been initiated. To now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls, the previous plays, that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. We're double checking, and the game continues on.
Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, crucial moment there at the free throw line, and he never flinched.
Outside, George launches a three. Rebounded by DeAndre.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Durant way outside. The long distance three is buried. And the Suns lead by 7.
Well, with range extending out well beyond the arc, Durant has zero trouble knocking that one down.
Takes it out to Covington. Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
Calm, cool, and Covington. Big time shot.
Ball outside. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's a Kobe. Kicks it out to Paul. Outside Durant. From the arc. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Oh, man. We should grab some popcorn and a blanket and a pillow and settle in. This is going to be a long night watching KD score. Yeah, Paul George sharpening his swords now. Love to see him take that shot.
Paul George, first personal foul.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
Shooting for Phoenix, Devin Booker.
So it gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
There's the steal. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by George. Here's Westbrook. Can't get it to fall. So the Suns win it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.